that scream I hear. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Retroverse. I'm your host Edgar. This is my co-host Jesse.
Welcome back.
So we threw a little Lost Boys tribute there.
Yes, sir.
For you
Classic.
fans that don't know about the Lost Boys, you should definitely check that out.
Check that movie out.
If you like vampire, anything horror, this movie is all that plus more.
Yeah.
It's a very nostalgic movie. It's considered a cult classic.
Yes, sir.
Highly recommended. They do have a couple sequels out there, but they're not that good, guys. The first one's the best one. Obviously, the first one in any franchise is always going to be the best, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hands down.
But this is our 1980s horror special edition. We're going to be talking about everything from the horror movies to what people were dressed up, right? During the Halloween, October month, what kind of costumes people were wearing. Also, the Halloween parties that people were going to. Also, the type of candies that were being passed out. And you even had those cheapskates out there that were giving out those quarters or pennies. Remember that, Jesse?
Yeah. I do remember that.
You probably racked up like what, $10 at the end of the night?
Something like that. I was like, I prefer the candy, but yeah.
People would be like, "Oh, I just didn't have time to go candy shopping, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you a little something." Like, all right, it's cool. Anything's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about all that. Me and Jesse compiled a list of 10 of our best movies for the 1980s. Obviously, you guys have your own list. But this is our list. We're going to rate it from, 1 to 10.
Yeah.
You guys let us know about our rating. Did you like these movies? If you watched them, let us know. But on that note, we're going to hit you up with a commercial rerun, and then we're going to hit you up with our number 10 spot.
Toys R Us has the Big Bird Halloween costume and the Yoda Halloween costume for trick-or-treating.
All right, welcome back, guys. Now I'm going to hit you up with that 10 spot. And Jesse, it goes a little something like this.
Yes. Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead.
Yes.
This movie came out in 1985. Man, just that music alone, that music always scared me. When I saw this movie for the first time and they were playing that theme song with it, I'm like, whoo,
Yeah.
that's scary. Imagine as a little kid, right, watching this at night by yourself,
Yeah.
and you hear this theme music and then you start seeing all these zombies.
Yeah.
Woo, forget about it.
Yep.
Man, it scared me. I don't know about you. Was it scary for you?
Oh yeah. That's a part 2 to the original Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
From George H. Romero.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was something new in the horror movie, at least that I remember.
And it was in color too, because the first one was in black and white.
Yeah, it was 1968, the original recorded, and then part 2 came out. And like I said, I was scared of seeing zombies. I was like, man, this could happen or something as a kid.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a classic. It's considered a cult classic in the zombie franchise.
Yes.
Obviously, there's a lot of zombie movies during the 1980s that George Romero made.
Yes.
And this one is I like this one a lot, man. To me, like I said, out of all the zombie movies, this one is up there in my top 10 of zombie movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
I don't know where that rates for you, but
It's up there. Like if of all zombie movies that have come out since, but yeah, this one it's nostalgia because, like I said, I grew up during that time when it was coming out, so I was like, yeah, I liked it.
And the premise of the movie, what was, Jesse?
Well, basically, like the military is transporting
always with the military guys.
Yeah, they're always fucking up something. They were transporting some like chemicals or something in containers, and one falls off, lands into some small town, and then the chemicals gets into like the water and into the air. It starts raining, It starts reanimating the dead in the cemeteries.
Yeah.
And
And this movie, like for the most part, it is horror, but they do throw some comedy in there. Like
Yeah.
there's a couple cheesy lines in the movie that's kind of, they try to make it funny, but regardless, man, this movie was scary. I mean, the
Yeah,
makeup that they put on these guys was crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's like there's no CGI, guys. Remember, this is the 1980s. There was no CGI. Everything was all makeup, right?
right, like that might be some like a little animatronic or something,
Yeah.
but for the most part, yeah, you're it's all on the makeup artist. And like I said, it was really good. Like I liked it. It scared me.
All
So
right. So that's our number 10. Now we're gonna hit you up with the number 9 spot with a little something like this.
shit.
You already know.
Yeah. Gonna give me your nightmares.
What movie is that?
Dolls, man. Shit.
Woo. You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. I only probably watched it one time, and that was when I was a kid. I haven't watched it
Okay.
again ever since then. I just completely forgot about that movie until Jesse here was telling me about it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it. But Jesse, tell me about that movie.
Oh, basically, if anybody remembers this movie, a bunch of people are like kind of like get stranded like in different times, and they all go to this one like mansion, big house, and in the house is these two elderly couple that actually have so many dolls throughout
Yeah.
the house, on the
Wow.
stairs, on the hallway, everywhere, and in the rooms. They let them stay, and they're just like, hey, just stay in your room.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some punk kids that stay, and they want to kind of like steal things,
Yeah.
and they're gonna find out, fuck around and find out
Yeah.
why those dolls ain't that friendly looking.
Oh yeah. So you guys definitely gotta watch it. Like you heard from Jesse here, it's a very scary movie. Like I said, I don't remember too much about it, but I did see it on. I looked it up on Google, and they did rate it pretty high as one of the scary movies for the 1980s.
Yeah, this
So,
is before Annabelle, so yeah.
yeah.
So-
Now I'm gonna hit you up with that number 8 spot, and it goes a little something like this, Jesse. This
one.
is another classic
This
from
classic.
George Romero.
Yeah,
What is that, Jesse?
man, Day of the Dead.
You already know.
Oh yeah, this is in my top 5. This is one of
Yeah?
my top 5. Yeah,
Oh wow.
of zombies. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, zombies. I was like I said, this is definitely in my top 10 list for zombie movies. But there's a lot of them in the franchise. There's the Day of the Dead. There's the Dawn of the Dead.
yeah.
There's like so many different dead ones, right?
Yeah,
But this one was pretty cool because again, it was another military base.
yeah.
And they were experimenting on these zombies. They were basically trying to like train them.
Train them. Yeah. Tame
To, like-
them in a way.
Yeah, tame them, and for military purpose, for war, right? They would try to see if they could tame them so they could use them in war to fight.
Right.
But yeah, it was another scary movie. Like again, the makeup on these zombies were crazy. What did you remember about it? What stuck out to you, Jesse?
Well, Bubba, the main like
Oh, yeah.
zombie, yeah, like he was like nice, but also like he's scary. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he was scary. I remember he even talked a little bit,
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
started mumbling some words, and that made it even more scary. I'm like, man, this
Yeah.
guy's dead,
yeah.
and he's talking. Wow.
Yeah. It was just like for me, it was just like, oh shit, like you could actually train them, and like they start getting a little more conscious of what they're not just their primal state of like just wanting to eat you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, they're getting a little bit smart now again.
Oh yeah. So yeah, those are our 10, 9, and 8. We're gonna go to a commercial rerun, and then we're gonna hit you up with the number 7 spot. Stay tuned.
As Halloween approaches, you have to prepare yourself for what might happen.
More orange sprinkles.
It's a special time of year, and Dunkin' Donuts is dressing up their donuts for the occasion.
And here's the werewolf.
So come to Dunkin' Donuts and get into the spirit of Halloween.
We'd like some Halloween donuts, please.
Oh.
Welcome back, guys. I'm gonna dive right in and give you the number 7 spot with a little something like this. You recognize that, brother?
Not too much. What's
that is the 1985 movie Demons. You don't know anything about it? Yeah.
Demons. Nah. You know what? It sounds familiar. I heard of it before, but
Okay.
I can't vaguely remember if I saw that or not.
Okay, well,
Was it
basically, a
scary
lot of
movie?
people just go, "Oh man, it's to me it was one of the scariest, man, too."
I don't know, because you get scared easily.
Do I though? But no. So yeah, it was a bunch of people that went to go see like a premiere of a movie in
Mhm.
this theater that was bought off by somebody, I think really rich or something like that. So everybody's just going in, getting settled in, and something. And it starts it off with some girl wants to mess around, grabs this mask, puts it on, gets cut, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay, whatever." And so movie's going on. She's not feeling well. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be back." She goes to the washroom, and then she's just turning into some demon. And then from there, the next victim, that person becomes demon, and so on and so forth. And then everybody is just trying to survive. And then all the exits and windows are all like shut up in that
Wow.
theater. So it's all about like trying to find a way out and surviving.
I definitely gotta check that one out. So
Yeah.
you heard it here, guys. You heard it from Jesse. He said that's a good movie to check out. Like I
Check
said,
it
I
out.
don't remember seeing it. I don't think I remember seeing it. If I did, I probably saw it when I was a young kid, and I don't remember anything about it. But I'll definitely have to check that out.
So I'm gonna hit you up with number 6 on that note with a little. Come on,
yeah,
brother. Got it.
yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah, Pet Cemetery.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's
So,
what
1989.
Yeah,
Yeah. A little Stephen King's
adaptation or
the
something
adaptation. Yeah.
of his novel.
So
That movie.
what do you know about that?
Oh man, I know a lot. I watched that movie growing up. I think that was with Edward Furlong, right?
Yeah.
He came out in that movie. But that movie was scary, man. For obviously there was a remake, right?
Yeah.
Came out in 2019.
Yeah.
That one was scary too, and I think there was differences, right, with the remake compared to the
Yeah.
the original.
There was a couple stuff like what they didn't put in the original one that came out
Yeah.
to the remake. About having the two kids, in particular.
Because in the first one it was just the one kid.
The
right?
one kid, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that was the difference. But in the novel, it did have the two kids.
Right.
Okay. So then in the newer version, guys, they more adapted to the screenplay of the novel. Where in the old version they just added just the one kid.
Yeah.
But for the people that don't know, explain to us, Jesse, the premise of the movie.
Oh, basically, if you haven't seen it, a family moves out to like this countryside little house and stuff like that. A cat dies, and some elderly guy, tells them like, well, you know what, you could bury him somewhere over here, and he takes the guy, takes him to bury him and everything.
And it was like what, an Indian burial?
Yeah, like an
ground.
Indian burial, but for bad, like stuff that's bad is
Like
there.
spirits or something
Yeah.
like that.
And so the cat comes back and it's evil as fuck, So
Really?
yeah, and it's like,
And then there's a twist because it just didn't stop there, right? Because then
no,
later on,
of course,
the kid
there's a
died.
tragedy and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and of course, grieving parents and stuff, and that the father is like, well, if we did that for the cat, let's do it, for my son. And the son comes back evil, and that's what I'm saying. This kid was good on being scary. I was like, this
Oh, yeah.
little
They put
fucker.
They put makeup on him to look really scary,
Yeah.
guys. Definitely gotta check that one out.
Yeah, if you've seen the remake, go watch the original.
All right, what's the number 5 spot, Jesse?
So I'm gonna go with the little 5 spot with a little something like this.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's that Poltergeist.
Yes,
1982.
sir.
Yeah,
1982
that's a
Poltergeist.
classic, man. I mean, guys, there's obviously a franchise, right, for the movie.
Yeah.
There's a few sequels out there, but the first one,
Yeah,
I'd
that
say
started off, yeah.
that's the scariest one. Yeah, it's there's a little girl in the movie that
Yes.
that plays in all 3 of the movies. The
Yes.
first 3. I mean, then later on, right after the 3rd one, I know in real life she passed away.
Right.
Crohn's disease or something like that she
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
And actually, I heard that movie surprisingly there was a lot of deaths in that movie, like in real life.
Yeah,
After
there's
the
like
movie,
there was like a curse that came out too.
yeah, there was like a curse for making that movie, I guess, because a lot of actors suddenly started dying.
dying,
Um,
having like bad, it's just something bad,
like a
So
bad omen with the
yeah,
movie or something. But the
yeah,
movie, I mean, was scary. What was
yeah.
it about, Jesse?
Well, basically, like some poltergeists end up like showing themselves through the TV,
Hmm.
very famous. That the little girl is putting her hands on the TV, static, and then she says they're here. But they start off like oh,
Because she
it's
could kind of sense them or something like
yeah,
that.
like because she was
Yeah,
like a conduit, like a connection to their world to ours,
kind
and
of like The Conjuring,
yeah,
right?
in,
With the
in a way,
Warrens.
yeah,
Yeah,
like that. So, she has this power, but she's young. She don't know
yeah.
nothing, and the parents start getting scared when the poltergeist actually start getting aggressive and kidnap her or take her, and they seek out this like medium type of woman, and it ends up coming like it has to come out to be like an exorcist because like I said, these poltergeists they want the little girl, and they want her to like take him to the light or something like this.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's just this whole thing that goes like they go after the little girl, but also attacking the family.
Wow. All right, guys. So that was our number 5 spot. So we're gonna hit you up with our number 4 spot after this commercial rerun.
Dip, 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 granola dip. I really dip, dip, granola dip. Chocolate and granola already in my whole granola dip.
Quaker granola dips, a hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate.
Chocolate and granola, lose my self-control and granola dip.
The perfect treat for your little monsters.
All right, guys. Welcome back. So now we're gonna hit you up with that number 4 spot, and it goes a little something like this. You know that one, Jesse?
Oh yeah. Yep. That little bastard.
We're talking about Child's Play 1988. You guys know him as Chucky, right?
Yeah.
Jesse, this was a classic, man. It's
It
still a
became
classic.
a classic, man.
There's a lot of sequels to this movie, and
Yeah.
a lot of spin-offs. They even made a TV show too recently, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot on this Chucky. Jesse, what do you remember about it?
No, that doll, man, is fucking scary as fuck.
Yeah,
But no, yeah, just
what's the premise of the movie?
the serial killer gets hunted down, police are after him, he gets shot, he's dying, gets into some like toy store, grabs a good guy doll, and transfers his soul into that doll.
Yeah.
And and then a mom is trying to get her hands on that doll, and she gets
Because it's sold out everywhere.
Yes,
It's like
it's
a
sold out.
popular. Basically, it would be like the version of My Buddy
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
1980s. It was a popular doll everybody wanted.
Yeah.
This is kind of like same type of situation.
And she gives it to her son, and
The doll
things are
starts talking to
happening.
him.
Yeah,
Starts talking to the kid.
and parents thinking like, just make believe, talking with their doll or something.
Because
But
the doll did talk.
right, it
a
had its
couple
little phrases.
Actually,
yeah.
on top of that, hold on, Jesse. I got
Talk to me, bro. What you got? Oh shit, get them.
This is the Chucky doll. This is the
We got
big boy
burned
here,
this
guys. This is the original.
Got
The
burned
good
like
guy.
the movie. This thing's possessed. Yeah, man. Oh no.
Yeah, this is
So this
good.
is an original.
Well, not original, but it's like the original. Look at one of the quotes from the movie.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho.
Oh, that laugh, man.
This is a classic.
No. Yeah, another installment of movies with dolls that are killers.
Oh yeah. Next on the list is our top 3. We're going with number 3 right here. We're gonna
Okay.
give you a little something, a little taste, Jesse.
Okay. Uh-huh.
You remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And remember, he said this.
Welcome to hell.
Oh,
Hellraiser. We are talking about Mr.
Pinhead.
Pinhead, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows him. He's the priest of torture,
yeah.
right?
The
He
Hell
lo-
Priest of Torture, yeah.
Yeah, he's the hell priest of torture. Man,
Gruesome movie.
this movie, yeah, is gruesome. He likes torturing people for pleasure. This guy, Pinhead, and there's this little Rubik's cube, like a puzzle. If you find out how to open and use the cube, it'll
Yeah.
send you to another dimension. But that dimension is pretty much like hell.
Yeah.
right?
It's
It
like a
summons
hellish
him
dimension, yeah.
with him and his minions, and they pretty much just torture you.
Yeah.
If you open it, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
They
They torture you, to death, whether it's like ripping you apart, stitching you, but like all deformed and
It was just bad.
yeah, it was like a dominatrix type of like torture, like I said, that what they do to you.
But the movie is very gruesome.
It's gruesome.
Shows a lot of blood and gore.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you guys check this
If
out.
you've never
If
seen
you
it,
haven't,
yeah.
check it out. But he is an original, with the original slashers. He's considered one of the cult icons, right?
Right.
Apart from Michael Myers.
I think he's one of the
and-
underrated ones of those top ones, but yeah.
I like him. Now I'm gonna hit you up with our number 2 spot, and it goes a little something like this.
Yo, I gotta know this. Come on.
You know this.
To this day, that music gives me nightmares.
Yeah, we are talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. The guy, Freddy Krueger, the guy with the gloves.
Yeah. Famous claw glove, yeah.
Yeah. This movie's a classic, man.
The striped sweater.
It's
the
produced
hat.
by what? Wes
Wes
Craven?
Craven, yeah.
He produces a lot of good movies. What was
Yeah.
a couple of his movies, Jesse?
Oh, of course, coming forward, the Scream, obviously.
Scream, Ghostface, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's others. I can't even think of it right now and everything, but
Yeah,
with this
I
one,
mean-
this one was like this was a home run hit for him.
Oh yeah. I mean, the guy, Freddy Krueger, he looks evil already and gory.
Yeah,
and
Robert
scary.
Englund like nailed it.
Oh, even his face. Like, I forgot one of the later movies where they actually show Robert Englund like as himself.
Oh yeah,
And you still can't turn away and think like, damn, his
that's
face.
Freddy Krueger.
His face still looks scary.
He's great.
And the way he talks is very cynical.
Yeah.
He does throw a lot of little comedy lines in there.
Those one-liners, man, they're great though.
Which
but-
I think is cool, but at the same time, I feel like if they didn't throw those comedy lines in there, it would be so scary, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you took all the comedy out of the movie, that movie would be like really scary.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the first one.
But I like that twist that they put in that he talks that way. It's just like you're gonna die, but he just makes it funny and it's like, no, F that, it's just like, oh man.
And for those that haven't seen the original, the first one, also Johnny Depp stars in that one. You forgot about
Young
that, huh?
Johnny Depp was in it.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna hit you up with our number 1 spot, and it goes a little something like this.
Oh, that's the famous one.
Oh yeah. That's a classic right there. Those sound effects, man. We are talking about Friday the 13th, right? It came out in 1980.
Yeah,
Jesse,
the
tell me a
OG.
little bit about this movie.
Well, this is the OG. So if many of you who haven't seen it or don't know the original, it actually stars the mom, Pamela Voorhees, I believe, and she lost her son to drowning because the camp counselors that were in charge of watching him, were having sex, and that's like the 80s theme thing, so she gets vengeance on killing all these camp counselors, and at the campsite, because they're all guilty, for her son's death of drowning.
Yeah. I know later on, I mean, everyone,
Right.
categorizes Jason with Friday the 13th, but he actually didn't come out in this one. He actually came in part 2.
Part 2, yes.
And
he wasn't still the Jason with the hockey mask yet. He was still like body-wise a lot younger, had a sack on his head, and didn't have the famous machete, in his hand and stuff like that. But he didn't come on.
He was still kind of like, I think, a kid in that one.
Yeah.
And then later on, in the next ones to follow, that's when you see him as the Jason that we all know. But those are our top 10. for the 1980 horror movies. We're going to go to a commercial rerun, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the 1980s costumes that kids were wearing during the Halloween time for October month, and the type of candy that was being passed out. So we'll see you right back.
Why so glum, chum? I lost all my trick-or-treat candy. Take some of mine. Wow, Hershey bars, Mr. Goodbar, Kit Kats, Rulos, whatchamacallits, Reese's, all my favorites. Let's go get some more.
Sure, let me go ask my mom.
Nobody says boo to Hershey's.
All right, welcome back, guys. So we're going to be talking about what people were wearing during the 1980s, right? During the October month for Halloween. Jesse, for Halloween time, do you remember what you wore?
I do not actually. I do not remember
the 1980s.
I had a few costumes, but I do not remember which ones my parents would end up getting me.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few of them, right? I remember.
Okay, what do you remember about them? Like, which ones do you remember that you had?
I remember I dressed up one time as Freddy Krueger. I had the mask and the gloves.
Okay.
Yeah. I also dressed up one time as the Gremlins.
Oh, okay.
I think another time I dressed up as one of the Ghostbusters. So yeah. So if you guys don't remember, back in the 80s,
right,
our costumes weren't the greatest.
No, far from it.
It was a lot of these costumes were made by like the Ben Cooper style, right? They had those vinyl plastic
type of
costumes
body
with
suits.
those plastic face masks.
Yeah, rubber band that like sometimes breaks from the because it was like stapled, and you stretch it out one too many times, it's ripping. So yeah.
And that was if you're lucky enough to get a costume, right? Sometimes I remember one of the times I wasn't lucky enough, and I was so upset because my parents didn't get me a Halloween costume. It was Halloween day at school. And everybody's got a costume, and I'm like, I ain't got one. And then my mom, don't worry, I'll make something. She made something from scratch, sewed something together. She's like, this is what you're gonna be. I don't know if you ever.
No, my parents didn't participate in like helping us out. Like if they didn't get a costume, we'll help you invent a costume. No. I had like my friends' parents. If I didn't have a costume, say like, oh well, you could get a box, cut out some holes, do this, you'll be this, you'll be that, or grab some sheets and you be a ghost. So yeah, no, none of that. So like I said,
what about any Halloween parties back in the day?
Well, I was a kid, so if friends didn't really have like a little like
a get together,
and it wasn't as decorative. I just remember this one house was the house like what it is today, where people dirty decorate.
But speaking about that, the one with the most decorated house would be the one that wouldn't give you candy, right?
This was the house.
Oh, okay.
In the neighborhood I grew up in. But if you're referring to like where it's like, I guess for like you guys, like if they had it like the decorations, you were like, yeah, that like they used too much money on the decorations, so that we don't have candy.
We tapped out.
So what else are they giving you? Like speaking of which, like what kind of candies did they give you then?
Yeah. So now we're also going to talk about about the candy, right? That was being passed out, Jesse. I have actually a list I wrote here.
Okay.
Candies. Some of them are relevant today. Some of them are like not anymore.
Yeah.
M&Ms.
Sure.
We had Tootsie Rolls, which I hated. I still don't like them.
I like them.
The candy corns, dude.
I'll be honest. I know a lot of people say
I hated those. I
actually like them. I like them, but yeah, they were like the cheapest candy you could get.
We had the Chiclets.
Yeah, I got those. I got those.
4-pack or something.
Yeah. It just reminded me. I was just like, don't they just sell them at the store for like pennies or something?
We had Snickers. Never seen.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they were the big size guys. They gave you the big size. Not
because they weren't the mini size. I don't think they were invented.
No. They were giving you the big boys there.
Yeah.
We also had the peanut butter cups. The Reese's Pieces.
Of course, this is good.
Spree.
I do remember the Sprees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we had people that were giving you pennies, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember,
It's
I would go to a house and
tape
then
like a couple rolls.
no, like in a little Ziploc bag or something. He's like, "Oh, here's some change." I'm like,
Oh,
"What
you
the
got
hell is
those?
this?"
Okay, like somebody would like tape like a bunch of pennies or nickels or something like that, quarters.
If you were lucky, you might get $1. Like, so I remember I went to someone's house and here's $1.
Yeah.
Oh, $1. You know, like, man,
yeah.
these guys coming up good. What else do we have? We had and then you had those people that were on the health conscious side. They would give you oranges, apples,
the fruits,
banana. They give me the whole fruit.
I remember hearing about it because there's like movies of like people like that they gave like apples, for Halloween like treats, and I was like, what? Get this out.
You're like, yeah, let me give you these because candy will rot out your teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. We also people gave out popcorn, right? Like in a Ziploc. They would just make them at home, popcorn, put them in a bag, and they just, here you go.
I got the popcorn balls. It was like
balls,
put together as a balls. It was sweetened, but yeah.
They also handed out McDonald's gift cards. You remember that? I don't know if you
I do remember hearing about them, but
nowadays I think people give out Starbucks gift cards.
Oh damn! I wish give them to your mom and dad.
Let's see. We had the candy cigarettes. You remember those?
Yeah.
I'm like, they wanted you to start young.
Get you starting to smoke, yeah.
Yeah, they looked like, they came in a little cigarette package, and but it's candy, right? I don't even know. I remember it didn't even taste good. It was like so dull. The candy was like,
it was that powdery stuff was it was chalky. It was chalky.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was made of. I was like, but we were eating it.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Oh, the wax lips.
The wax lips, yeah.
Yeah, I remember those. And I remember
chewing them, but yeah.
I don't know about you, but I would go home. I would once my bag is filled, right? Yeah. Sometimes I would have 2 bags. I would have a double bagger, and or my mom would have another bag holding it. Because the parents, I don't know about how some of these cultures go, but I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
My parents would go with us, but obviously they would stay behind.
Nah, I didn't go with my parents.
We go up the stairs. This is when I was like a real small kid.
Even then.
and then we would go up the stairs. Your mom would be waiting. And then once that candy bag filled all the way up, you give it to her, and she give you a brand new bag to fill it up. I remember sometimes I would have to do a couple trips. I would go to the house, unload, refresh, go back out, hit up another different block. I remember a couple of times I changed up my outfits, hit up the same houses that I knew that were good, that were giving out good candy, and then double it up, And
I want those good ones again.
And then I remember, like me and my sister and stuff like that, we would empty our bags out of candy on the floor or the table, whatever. We would separate the good candy and the bad candy, and and then with the good candy, we'd be like, all right, this one's for you, and I'll pick this one. Which one do you want? Like we would just take turns picking out the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember that whole 2 weeks of school, man. I would always be bringing all kinds of candies to school. And it was just the best time. What do you remember? You never had none of that experience?
No, I went alone all the time. My parents were working, so I would go with some friends. Some of them had parents, others wouldn't. So I just go with that group of friends, and I wouldn't, block up, block down. If I have had from bags to actual the plastic, trick or treat type of bag, but that's plastic.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it gets filled up, like you said, I would go home, drop that off, empty it out, and I go back for seconds. And like you said, the ones that had the good ones, I hit it up again. Same costume, I don't care. And yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, thanks again, guys, for watching us on our podcast here, where we talked about everything 1980s horror movies, from the costumes to the candy to the movies. As always, keep watching us on our podcast, also on our TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Back to the Retroverse.